Beastie Boy drama. You know it's Beastie Boy drama. I said it's Beastie Boy drama. Let's say the drama for your mama, cause there's no one hotter than Beastie.
What's going on YouTube? It's your host Beastie Boy Drama here. And in this episode right here, I'm going to be showing you all my musical equipment, anything that has to do with musical, my musical instruments, my musical accessories, headphones, microphones, instruments that you see right here, anything that deals with music that I use, that I contain, that I own, from the biggest stuff to the smallest. I'm going to show off my larger items first and we'll move our way down to the smaller ones. Now let's get started here. As you can see, my electric guitar here, it's all black, made by Assassins. Play that thing to death right there. I love that electric guitar there. This is the amp that came with it here. I don't use the amp as much. I just barely use it sometimes, but I have something else that I use as an amp. A couple of different items that I can use as an amp, but one that I use in particular, I'll show it to you later here in the video. Next up, we have my bass here. Squire bass made by Fender, as you see right there. Love that jazz bass. I be getting down with that thing, man. And as you can see, that my bass is black too. I like black. I'm thinking about getting an acoustic guitar, and I probably will get that one black also. And it says the amp that came with this amp right here sounds great. It's a Fender amp, as you see right there. The controllers that comes with it and stuff. The amp don't look very big, but this amp sounds amazing. I mean, I had my house rocking over here one time. I was like, what? My girlfriend told me she could hear me outside. I was like, oh God, neighbors. Yeah, and I just recently got that bass here. You've seen I did an unboxing not too long ago. Got it at the beginning of this year. I'm already playing it like a champ. I love playing that thing, man. Next up, these two are here, my babies right here. Yeah. These are my keyboard. This right here is my first love. This is my first ever musical instruments was a keyboard. Not these two in general, but my first ever musical instrument playing was keyboards, piano. I love playing these to death. But let's go to the bottom one here. The bottom one is a Casio WK3300 series. It's a pretty nice keyboard here. Not much to really say about it. Full standard size. I don't really hardly play that much anymore. I have the double keyboard stand. I mainly use it now for just like backgrounding noises or like background beats and stuff like that. Just different kind of like noise, sound effects and stuff like that I can do with it. I mainly play my Yamaha up here. This is where I'm mainly playing at most of the time. And this right here is a Yamaha Portable Grand DGX 305, as you see right there. Anything that you see me playing on my piano experience, I'll be using this keyboard here. There's a couple of books I'll be using right there for my guitar chords, piano chords. I pretty much know all my piano chords. I'm just still trying to get used to guitar chords. I want to be playing guitar for about 5 or 6 years, and playing piano for I don't know how long, since I can remember. Oh yeah, I got my inspiration picture back here, Molly. And also trying to show you all my musical stuff here. Got my little pedal right there, which is hooked up to my Yamaha up here. I use that as a sustain pedal, and it's sitting on a double keyboard stand. I have more keyboard stands, but that's currently outside in storage right now, but I do have my double keyboard stand inside of here. Alright, next up we're going to go to a little smaller stuff here, going right around. Alright, back here in the background, this is my laptop here. My laptop is used for nothing but music only. Now, as you can see, this is the Beats Edition laptop here. As you can see it right there, Beats audio on the laptop. And my laptop is used nothing but for music only. I do no gaming on this laptop, record no videos or anything like that. And as some of you may know, I do have a separate gaming channel, and I have a separate PC for that. My gaming computer is actually back there in the background. It's actually uploading the video right now as we speak. I just did a recent video before I recorded this one for my gaming channel. Yeah, on this pro, I don't know how good you can see that program I'm using right there. That's Acid Pro. Love Acid Pro. I use a lot of different programs. Acid Pro, Fruity Loops. Do a lot of editing down on the computer. That's mainly what like all my finished work come to. And this actual section right here, what you see right here, this is the actual intro that I made for the intro song that I made for my previous channel. It's the Beastie Boy Drama. It's no one hotter than Beastie Boy Drama. Yeah. But yeah, that's my laptop. Love that thing to death, man. I use that almost every day. Next up, my iPad. Yes. I currently have a new iPad now. I had an iPad 2. This is iPad 4th generation right here. The generation that came out before the iPad Air. So it's like maybe a year old. I gotta upgrade a little bit. But yes, I use a lot of different musical apps up here. This right here is IMPC. Got a lot of different sounds on that thing. I use it a lot actually. But I use like GarageBand and different stuff like that. GarageBand, many apps just uses drum pads like this right here. Basically, and also on the GarageBand, I can double as an amp with my iPad to go with my guitar. As I was saying before, I hardly ever use my little amp, but it's not mainly what I use as an amp. But I'm gonna get to that here in shortly. Headphones, I got the Beats Solo Edition. That's mainly what I use right there. And when I'm on the go, I love these things to death right here. These are my Scully's, the Rasta Edition. Green, yellow, and red. Love them to death. Whenever I'm on the road, got my iPad with me, I'm making a beat when I'm on the road. That's what I got in my ear right there. Because I can't be walking around with big beats on my head all the time. So I was like, man, I got to get something smaller. And these right here is perfect for me. I was like, yes. All right, next up, this is my Tascam 8-track recorder right here. This is where I record like all my sounds with. If I want to record some vocals or record some keyboard or guitar play, it's going right here whenever I do like my actual music tracks. I have done a lot of albums. I will show that to y'all here in a minute. Well, some of them's here on the wall. These are like my first previous ones I did. Not nothing spectacular, but I got a lot more to put up there. Like actual albums that I did. If anybody didn't know, I do actual music. As you can see by looking around. Yeah, and this is what I use to record anything with a lot of effects in here, man. This is just like the top of the line. Like for something that I would do, this is like perfect for me. Like any kind of condition that I have to like obtain with music wise, it's getting done with this recorder right here. Anything that I record. Now, if some of you will be wondering like, what is it good as a computer for? I record it up here, then I move the tracks to the computer here and I edit it down. As you see, all those little tracks up there, all those was recorded on my Tascam and I edit those down there. So I mean, it comes in handy when you can mix and match like different items and stuff like that. And it's just like too much. I can go on days and days and days about this stuff. I'm trying to move it on, trying to keep this video fast for y'all. Next up, got down here. Hasn't used this in a while, but this is my Streetbox XB246. This is just the street styles here. This is pretty much a drum pad here. This is the first one I got before I got my iPad and had all these other apps. It's basically like this app right here. It's basically in a physical form. I used to play it a lot. I used to use it a lot for making a lot of my beats and stuff like that, but I hardly ever use it anymore. It just mainly stays in the box collecting dust now. I figure I'll bring it out, show it to y'all. It is a musical equipment I used to use a lot. I used to use it a lot. I did a couple videos with it, but haven't really been around doing it with it lately here though. Next up, we got our Alesis Owl Dock. You may have seen me do an unboxing of this on my previous channel. And this is an Owl Dock for an iPad here, and this is how I use my iPad for an amp. I will dock my iPad here, and it has hookups in the back. You can plug in your guitar or your microphone, any other accessories, keyboard, stuff like that. And it also uses MIDI. Pretty sure. It's my MIDI ports here on the side. Yeah, use MIDI right there. Yeah, I haven't really used that here lately either. I've just been doing all kinds of different stuff now. But long story about that also. Now this right here, my Axiom Pro 25, I get a lot of use out of. MIDI ports, I hook this straight up to my computer and I just run Fruity Loops and can play anything up there. I use my beat pads. Hook it up to my iPad the same way you use the beat pads here. That's mainly what I do with it. I did an unboxing of this also. I'm gonna try to put these links in the description anything that I did an unboxing of here. This Axiom Pro 25, Alesis Owl Dog, all the stuff like that. You can check it out. Now, I had this right here for a while, and I made a lot of different tunes and sounds of it. It's a lot of different stuff you can do with it. It's not only a MIDI port. You can do it also like map your say like if I was running Fruity Loops, I can map these keys right here to Fruity Loops where I can play and pause Fruity Loops right here from my keyboard. Actually, I basically wouldn't even have to touch the computer at all. Everything will be controllable from here. So this is more than a MIDI. It's more like a control center type deal. It's kind of hard to explain. It's hard. It's easier for me to show you how to use stuff than it is for me to tell you how to use stuff. Some of y'all may know that by now, but yeah. Moving right along here, we got my microphones, man. Got a lot of microphones. Right here we got an Audio Tech. It's probably like the first microphone I had, and all my microphones are XLR. Right here is Audio Tech's like one of the first ones that I used there. PV microphone, love PV. PV is awesome. Pull that thing out. Now these, ooh, I done broke it. It's an old microphone. I don't use it no more anyway. But this right here is another PV microphone. Hardly use this anymore either. And here we have my instrument microphone. You can record instruments with this one. So right here is the GXL 1200 series. You can see right there. Nice instrument microphone. Came with a little stand also, so you can hook it up to a little straight stand, table stand, or a boom stand. Sit that back in there. I don't want that to fall. Now that's right there. It's money. Back here in the background. Now this is not XLR, but most of y'all may know what this is. This is a Blue Yeti. I haven't used this for music yet, but it is a musical equipment. Now this is what I use when I record my commentary for my gaming videos here, my Blue Yeti. I had to get a pop filter for that thing right there. I haven't got around to getting it yet, but getting there. Got another PV microphone right here. XLR, of course. And it's sitting on a table stand here. A little 6-inch table stand, mic stand here. It's pretty nice. And this is the mic that I use when I'm talking to the people, whoever recording with me. If anybody's going like doing the track with me or something like that, I'll talk to them through this microphone because they be in the studio or whatnot, in the studio, in the booth. And they can't hear me in the soundproof room, so I have another microphone so I can communicate with them. This is pretty much the microphone that I use with this stand right here. I sit it beside, I just sit it beside my mixer here, and I just talk to them, just go to town on the mixer, record and stop and stuff like that. Next up, this is my studio microphone here. This is the microphone that I do all my recording with right here, my musical tracks and stuff like that. This is the GXL 2200 series. This thing been around, been some uses right here. I haven't got a lot of use out of this microphone. That is a phantom powered microphone. It is awesome. Picks up everything. It's crystal clear. So I do most of my music tracks with it right there. And this microphone came with this pop filter and this stand, and it also came with this I can't think of it. I forget what you call these right here though. I can't think of it now though. But yeah, came with that too. And this pop filter stand right here. Now the stand that this microphone is sitting on, this is a boom stand. This is a PV stand also. I like PV. Actually, the case for it is right here. As you can see, it's a PV case. PV stand, it is awesome. And it is a boom stand. It's not a straight stand. You can see it got that elbow bend right there, so you can adjust it however you need to. Works out great. And that's why I record most of my musical tracks with. Unless somebody come in and want to do a duet or something like that, and I break out two PV mics, somewhat that sounds mostly the same. So like one person's voice wouldn't be louder than another person's. Yeah. Now, mostly what I do is like I can like intertwine all these together, like have everything hooked up together at once with these like main instruments right here. Let me show you all the show you the back side here, so you see like all the inputs that I would have to use from these inputs on my mixer right here. All these inputs on the back, and they have I think like 5 inputs in the front right there. The back of the SB box here, everything is intertwinable together. I love that because I can hook up everything together. And that's mainly like my large set of smaller stuff. Anything smaller than that is just like, all musicians should have some of these, like nothing but like boxes with nothing but chords and stuff like that in them. other stuff that I use, cords, cables, a lot of this. This like my small one right there. My small cable, my big cables is right here. Mic cables. These are my studio headphones here. So I let a lot of people listen in so you can see what we're doing. All my mic cables right there. Hook all my microphones and stuff up. Just got a bunch of extra stuff. So another stand right there. You gotta have all kinds of musical stuff. You never know what you may run into, man. At one point I had both of these boxes emptied out and had everything hooked up together. It was crazy, but it was an awesome set though. But yeah, this is it right here. I do thank y'all for tuning in. This is all my musical equipment here. Show you again. Keyboards, lovely, lovely, lovely. Love everything, man. Guitar, bass, yes, we in here. Alright everybody, I do thank you for tuning in. It's your host, Beastie Sport Drama. Catch y'all on the next one. Go.
Beastie Boy Drama. You know it's Beastie Boy Drama. I said it's Beastie Boy Drama. Let's say the drama for your mama, cause there's no one hotter than Beastie Boy.